A book about what they did to the sun. What's the first city? Because this the last city before I start work. So it kind of seems like you have to start from the ending to get to the beginning. Now, how the fuck do you do that? Because you don't even know where it ends. That's definitely a book about my life right now. You do not know where this shit is. And it sounds bad, because it's like, what? You don't like life to end? Like, hell no. What the fuck? That's stupid. No. Like life to end. I love my life. But it's just, where does the drama end? Where does the bullshit end? What happened to, like, life itself, reality? It became differently boring. Because the shit that you wish you could do throughout school, you damn near don't even want to do the shit. Everybody hates to get up early in the morning. Everybody hates to just be sitting in front of a teacher's face. Everybody hates to study. Everybody hates to be around people. Everybody hates the school lunch. Everybody hates being graded. Everybody hates being asked questions. Everybody hates having to rush early in the morning just to get to school, just to run to class. But when you don't have to worry about that shit no more, you really in a situation to where it's like, well, now what do you put in place for all that shit that you hated? Which is definitely, that's an interesting question. What do you put in place of all that shit that you hated? That's like a key question of life. What do you put in place of all the shit that you hated? Is it a thing to where you can put something that you kind of like in the way of some shit that you actually hated? It kind of seems like making something better than what it already is. It seems like you would technically make going out and having fun your classes as you get older. You actually have something to do during the day rather than what the fuck you hated. Some people hated school. Some people just hated being around people. Some people hated being in front of teachers. Some people hated the school lunch. Some people hated being graded. Some people even hated being asked questions. Damn, you don't like being asked questions? Fuck no. Some people hate that shit. Some people hated just having to get up early in the fucking morning just to rush. Some people just hated just being around. But then you get all that shit out the way, and then it's just like open space. Open fucking space. Now what the fuck are you gonna do with it? That's literally it. Life is fucking open space, especially in the middle of the United States. Open fucking space. Nothing. But what the fuck is around you and what you're gonna do with that shit? And a lot of people don't have the mindset or the understanding to just take stuff that's around them and put it with other stuff, and then you can just make it a little bit better because it's just there. It ain't shit to it. Nothing that's like a big deal. Why not? You have these different places, different events. You have different buildings. You have different systems. You have different equipment, different assets, all kind of different shit. And then there's people. that can just maneuver all this shit. But you just gotta know how to do it. You can just maneuver all of it. And where I'm from, the South Carolina, kinda, they don't really have too many buildings down here that you can probably like maybe, I don't know, incorporate some things into, not put together. I don't think that's the thing. But I don't think they have too many things that you can incorporate together outside of a main resource. Some people's main resources are different centers around the city. Kind of like libraries. Like, they have like extra shit in there. Like different rooms for different shit. Like a sensational room. Whatever thought of a community center with a sensational room? Sensation room. Whoever thought about a community center with an actual lab for testing? And I mean on computers, nigga, not with needles and shit. I don't do those. Whoever thought of a community center with a gym? Maybe an arena that they switch out every season. Sometimes it's ice on the floor, sometimes it's grass on the floor, sometimes it's just hardwood. Who would ever thought of that? A community center? They do that with? What? No. Boy, they spend enough money on roads. You can work on some roads, why not work on that? That sounds lit as fuck. Whoever thought of a community center with a small cafe? A community refrigerator? You can take your old canned goods and old food that's not outdated yet. Put that bitch in the refrigerator or the cabinet. Motherfuckers just come in there and eat from time to time. They don't do that shit at the library because they ain't got shit to eat in that bitch. They just got time for self rooms with thick ass glass to where people can't hear if you and your study partners are talking. Who would have ever thought of a center?